What is good, everybody, and welcome back to Monday Night in the Pit, even though it's probably Tuesday when this video is coming out. Last time I asked you guys, how do you want to see Halo Infinite revealed and what do you want to see? With all the craziness in the world and more work from home happening, we're not having physical events like usual, so I'm curious to know, what do you want to see from Infinite when it is shown off this year? Archer Rove, really want 343 to not show anything for Infinite before the digital E3 event. As for what they show, hopefully it's something like a mix between Halo 4's campaign showcase in E3 2012 and Halo 2 Anniversary's multiplayer showcase in E3 2014. Also with the announcement of a Halo Infinite beta live that day, so everyone can jump on after the presentation. Dude, that would be incredible. I highly doubt that's what's gonna happen, but that would be pretty hype if they're like, and you could try it right now. I think all sorts of deadlines are going to be messed up because work from home. I've been working from home now for what, like 4 weeks or whatever, and it is so difficult to coordinate and do things at the same pace. I can't imagine how tough it is for an entire studio to do so. Thanks for the comment. Kevin Kulex, what we need from the Infinite reveal. Gameplay of the campaign and multiplayer, showcasing the graphics, player abilities, weapons, an idea of what the story is about. I'm sure there will be a Halo Waypoint blog posted as soon as it happens to provide further details like game modes, Forge, new features, theater, etc. I have a feeling Microsoft will do an Inside Xbox event, as social distancing will likely still be a thing until the end of June. Though we'll see. With this being a Microsoft-specific reveal event, I'd assume Infinite will be showcased in greater detail than it would have been at E3. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, dude, I honestly am such a huge fan of Nintendo Directs, and over the last few years, these live in-person events have become less and less interesting to me, and I think a lot of content creators you see just skipping out on going to these events and streaming it from home. So if they do a direct style presentation, I would be absolutely thrilled. Thanks for the comment. Gabriel Francesco, I think Microsoft is going to do a gradual info rollout for Infinite like Gears 5 last year. Open up with campaign gameplay / details in a big conference while showing a roadmap for additional reveals and flights. Remember, there are going to be infinite flights, he says, for the rest of the year. That is right. I think Bonnie Ross a few years ago mentioned, right, beta tests for all Halo releases. So Alaska Bear 49, Halo Infinite should be presented with the intro of the game and part of the story, just like Halo 4, like when it showed us the light rifle. As for when we need to see something ASAP, like June or July. Thanks, Alaska Bear. I think May, June, or July is probably the window of time that they'll do some sort of, I mean, maybe sooner than later. I bet like Sony and Xbox are probably like racing to beat one another in terms of showing off their new consoles and the lineup and all that stuff. Pretty strange on a console release year, having all the craziness in the world that's going down. We're definitely living through history right now. Josh Davison, for Halo Infinite, I want to see classic gameplay, classic map design, Marty O'Donnell coming back, he's not, but still, an M rating, reach style customization that isn't too much of a grind, nor a money sink like Halo 5's, and the classic Mark V armor as a multiplayer unlock, baby. Thanks for the comment, dude. Tyler F. Halo Infinite needs to come out swinging. Show a campaign mission with some good fan service moment at the end to get everybody hyped. Then show a full multiplayer match and a real pre-recorded match, so it's not some dev getting killed on stream while trying to show off the game. I'd love to have some sort of idea where the story is going, even if it's vague. Man, that would be hyped. A full match and some story. All right, Odyssey's gaming. While I also want to see gameplay and those common things, one thing I'm actually really interested in more is about the story. I just love the world of Halo and have been wanting something new in the universe. Me too, I kind of fell off the bandwagon with Halo 5's campaign, which I went back, did a solo legendary playthrough of, and I think they were maybe punching above their weight class. It was very ambitious. I think that's like the word that I came away with, and it just didn't all fit together. But it really, I don't know. I've never been a big lore guy, but at least with Halo 1 through 3, I was very captivated with like the narrative that you were on throughout the adventure, whereas Halo 5, I kind of lost track of what was going on during there. I know there's been 1,000 videos talked about that stuff, but yeah, I'm very interested in seeing what the story is going to do. The reveal cinematic trailer thing from last year piqued my interest. Thanks for the comment, Odysseys. Kizit, I think we're getting Halo Infinite news in the summer around June. As for what I hope to see, gameplay, obviously. I'd like to see someone in front of the camera giving a synopsis of the campaign, and then have them show us a tidbit of the first mission, show us those graphics. Let me see that AR and that Magnum. I'm hoping for some multiplayer too, but I doubt that'll be the very next thing we'll see. I think we'll see the campaign first. Yeah, I think you're right, with this being the Series X year, and I imagine Halo Infinite's got to be one of their flagship titles, right? This is the Mario of their brand. I would hope to see some sort of extended look My favorite sort of reveals the last few years, honestly, have been coming from Sony's conferences, where there's not too much of the presentation going on from the actual stand-up folks. It's nice to see people from the studios talking about their product, but oftentimes the Nintendo Direct style, where it's just video after video after video or uninterrupted gameplay without too much commentary. Those are what I prefer. It gives me a better sense of what the game is going to be like versus getting the overly scripted or seeing a lot of the staff on stage talking about the product. I'm more so just, I think people just want to see it in action. That's a really, really powerful thing if your game is strong. Alexander Watts. I'd like some multiplayer from Halo Infinite's reveal. We don't know anything about it, and I'd like to see what direction they're taking it. We know enough about the campaign to see what art direction they're going with, and I'd rather experience the mysteries of Infinite's world rather than see them in a video online. Hey, I can totally respect that and understand it. I still think we don't know very much about Infinite, like from what we saw last year. I mean, we've got a general sense of the colors and stuff, but who knows where the game's actually going to be played and what it's going to look like, you know? Franz Boyette, I really like the way that Microsoft revealed the Series X specs by flying in a couple of YouTubers and having their different viewpoints. Austin with a more layman-like view, and Digital Foundry going technical and in-depth. Give color to what would otherwise be a dry info dump. Glares at Sony. So assuming that the world finds itself feeling a bit better in the next couple of months, I can see them doing something similar with Infinite. But then that might not also happen, which sadly is looking to be the case, and we're just going to get an Inside Xbox around June together with the Series X pricing info. Yeah, man, I have no idea when the world's going to come back together, but I did enjoy the way that Austin and Digital Foundry did their videos on the Xbox Series X. I think that was a really cool and very modern approach to it. I mean, it's so different than the way console reveals have been in the past, and I like it. It's kind of that more intimate, more modern way of doing things. Thanks for the comment. Sui-san, I'm wanting to see some gameplay. I'd like that to play closer to the original trilogy, but if it's not that, I hope it isn't some weird hybrid between the new and old like Mythic Arena and Halo 5. That'll just annoy the classic fans and new fans. Then we'll get a new subgroup called the new fans. They also need to announce the beta soon if they're going to be taking our feedback. I know that 343 doesn't listen to most of the feedback outside of bug fixes. The videos documenting multiplayer design with Halo Pro's critiques being blatantly ignored. We will probably see a little something with the game by July, but that could be pushed back further because of the virus. Thanks, Sui-san. I don't really agree by saying they don't listen to most of the feedback. There's so many different opinions. Like just doing Monday Night in the Pit, you guys. If you watch this series, you will have one commenter saying, MCC is a 10 out of 10 right now. Another commenter, MCC is a 1 out of 10 right now. When you do this, there are so many different Halo players with so many different opinions and so much feedback that what gets prioritized may not always match up with things. So like your example of them ignoring pros' critiques, they have feedback coming in from every single type of player you could imagine. And so I think it's maybe more pertinent to be specific about maybe the critiques that you feel like didn't get recognized or didn't get evaluated or a response to. Because I think that's a much better way to communicate what we want to see, right? If we just go, oh, well, they're not listening to anything, A, it's not really true, and B, it doesn't help them to prioritize what we want to see changed. Does that make sense, dude? So I would just encourage you to be a little careful when you do those big blanket statements like that. And who knows if it's going to be like Mythic Arena, if it's going to be new, if it's going to be old. I definitely think that there is room for a world where classic fans are happy, new fans are happy, and even a, like you said, a subgenre of new fans could be happy. Thanks for the comment. Eric Nelson. Would like to see a Bungie-style Vidoc, like the ones they did for Reach. Yes, I'm so happy somebody mentioned a Vidoc. Thank you, dude. Really liked it when they talk about why they make the decisions they do. Even if they're only showing 2 minutes of gameplay, at least talk about it. Remember the good times when Bravo and Naked Eli got insider info on Halo 4? Would love stuff like that, too. Yeah, man, good times. I miss Naked Eli a bunch, dude. And Bravo's old school live videos were fantastic. And yeah, Vidocs, man, even if they're 7 or 8 minutes long, those were such hype points for me in the history of Halo. Some of those videos are just legendary. So I would love to see that style of reveal as well. Carl Malmborg, Halo Infinite reveal. We need a campaign reveal with gameplay, a mission that is 20 minutes or something that is able to showcase infantry combat, vehicular sections, and new enemy types. A new weapon would also be nice. Just get that hype going. I don't know if they could pull off a 20-minute mission, but maybe if it's like just a video reveal, or who knows? Who knows what this is going to look like this year because of how different the world is. Thanks for the comment. Spartan51. I want to see a multiplayer match between the pros and Infinite. Just some 3-minute match like they did for MCC, and then something that hints to the campaign story. Great video. Thanks, Spartan. Dawn Goofed. What I would personally like to see is multiplayer, to know if it will have a classic take or a modern take. My two favorite multiplayer Halos were 3 and 5, but I would much rather play classic than modern. Another reason for this would be that we can infer on how the campaign level design will be. Love the videos, keep up the great work. Thanks, Don Goofed. Mada Logical. I hope they show us a very solid gameplay trailer for campaign, multiplayer, and whatever third game mode, hopefully Firefighter Open World, Halo Infinite will have. So thank you guys very much for ringing in on this one. It's an exciting topic because, dude, a new Halo game is going to be releasing. Feels so long since Halo 5, and the overall consensus that I get from your guys' comments is you want an overview. You want to see gameplay from both campaign and multiplayer, and I think you just want a sense of where the game is going, which direction it's going, and I would like that as well. In terms of the style of the reveal or the presentation or however it's done, it doesn't really matter too much to me. I don't have much of a preference there. I do like the edited Vidoc style of things because then you can go through each scene frame by frame and analyze it, and it gives them the chance to really craft the message that they want. Not that, talking head interviews aren't important too, they're just not as hype as that stylized gameplay and all the captured moments that look so cool. So for next week's topic, I want to throw it back. Since Halo 2 is probably coming to PC in the next month or two, hopefully, I was really getting nostalgic, thinking about old split screen days, Xbox Live microphones, LAN parties, pizza, all that stuff. What from those old days of Halo would you like to see maybe make a return? What cultural thing within Halo do you think would be cool to come back? So think if you got to play split screen with your homies back in the day, or move giant tube TVs into the living room to try and get 8 players going, or maybe it's just Xbox Live communities, clan support, mics, the old school 1 to 50 ranked grind. What from the old school days do you guys hope comes back in the modern times for Halo? I know it's a very nostalgic question, but it always gets me happy when I hear about people playing on the old Xbox Duke controllers and grabbing pizza with the homies while they're rocking out on Prisoner. Let me know about it down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a really good week, and I will see you again very soon. If you enjoyed, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, all that YouTube stuff, and I will see you again next time.